Hey, 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 this is your recap auntie. Hey, y'all, hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hi, how you doing? Good. Okay, okay. You had a good weekend? Girl, you was up watching that Super Bowl too? Well, I watched it until the halftime, baby, and I was it. I was gone. Yeah, I was knocked out, but that halftime show, can nobody tell me. To me, that was one of the best. Like one of the best. It told a story. And you know how I am about details when it comes to the creative side. So it was so good, so good. So we are here to do a full audio recap, audio only recap of episode number 27, season 2, Beyond the Gates, baby. And I'm going to show you on my guide, because I know somebody said, I think it was Jay, said, Auntie, you said the wrong episode. No, baby. I'm telling you what I'm saying was on my guide in front of me on the TV. And on the TV, today's episode, Monday, February 9th, it shows it is episode 27. I said in one of my other videos that when they did that extra one, when they did the all to get to know us, they counted that as an episode, so it kind of it's like back one, but I got too confused. I was saying the wrong episode, so I was like, I'm going to say whatever it is in front of me on my TV. I know Paramount might show something different, but on my CBS in Charlotte, it shows, and I'll take a picture so you can see that today's episode is season 2, episode 27. So that's the schedule that I'm going to live by. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and have a good time. These episodes have been great. They have been absolutely great. And so let's see what they're gonna do today. This is actual real time. I always do real time, but I'm actually watching it at 2 o'clock right now because I have the day off of work. So I'm watching it as we're watching it together, and I will have this up today. Only three pictures, the most, and I'm going to pick the three scenes that I feel was the most impactful in the episode today. All right, you ready? I'm ready, baby. Let's get it ready in 5, 4, 3, 2. I mean, we opened up the show and we see Dre on with his satin uh teal pants on and his black wife beater. I mean, and so Daddy was like, "Hey, boo, morning, honey, baby." Her royal blue, I love it. She got a royal blue robe on. She's like, "Honeymoon's periods run its course, huh?" He was like, "Well, baby, I was planning on bringing you your breakfast up there. That's all." Well, that can be easily arranged. I'm always ready to hop back into bed at my hot hubby's request. Baby, he pulls her in and says, "Bring your sexy ass over here." She's like, "Oh, you miss me already, boo?" So they give each other a big smooch. Mwah! So he asks her, how did she sleep? She's like, hell, I've been having anxiety dreams about being back on the runway. There I was, strutting my damn stuff, honey, looking to die for, but I was actually invisible. Everybody could see right through me and spot one of the Hadids. He says, well, Nicole would have just told you that was your subconscious fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She said, well, what would you say? He says, then nobody brings it like the fabulous Diana Dubray, babe. So he asks her again, so where are you with the whole Tatum Stewart offer? Actively mulling. She's like, I don't know. Exposure like this could have a way too big impact on all of our lives. She's right. Like we want it, but then when you present it with it, you like, oh my God. What do they call it? Imposter syndrome? Is that what they call it? Because I have something that I'm dealing with and I want it and now it's like right at my fingertips and I'm like, oh my God, can I handle it? So I'm like, yeah, you can handle it, bitch. You can handle whatever anything is thrown at you. If God give you that, you can do it. Yes, I had to say God and be at the same breath. He still loved me though. He made me like me. And y'all be laughing too. I bring y'all joy. Yeah. She said, this is me trying to trying on this season, not being too impulsive look. Like it. So that's where Chelsea gets her, impulsive vibe from. I get it. He was like, shit, I love everything you wear or don't wear. I mean, damn. He says, and you shouldn't throw away or dismiss impulse, all right? It worked for us. And he shows her his wedding band. Oh, she says, thank you for being so supportive of me and my career. Y'all know that Bill's ass is not going to be supportive of Danny and her career. Y'all know that. Y'all know, because she let it go the whole time. He will, if she ever thought about going back with his ass, she would have to let it go. Why? To take care of his sick old ass. So that's one thing that she throws up in Andre's face all the time, that he has always been so supportive of her career. And having a man and a mate that's supportive of your career helps out so much. Y'all don't even know. I can relate to this woman. I can definitely relate to her because my man is very supportive. I was in a relationship that was not as supportive. He wanted me to do everything I wanted to do for him. Fuck what I wanted, you know. So yeah, I get you, Danny. But y'all know Bill is not gonna be supportive for Danny walking around that damn runway. She need to be there making sure that he's good. Y'all know that. She feeds him a strawberry. She says, "You, sir, are my rock." When she started to feed him a strawberry, so she threw it over her shoulders, like, "Look, shit, I taste better." So they start tonguing down, baby. I was wondering who that was in the preview from last week. Bill comes in with this dapper fucking brown suit with this burgundy tie and shirt and damn pocket square. Then he got damn what's her name? Caroline. Bitch. Got this Gucci brown suit ish with the like the buttons and a black turtleneck. Cause I was wondering who was Chelsea and Madison talking to. I saw Bill. I was like, who's that bitch standing beside Bill? Bitch, Caroline, you look great, girl. That money that Bill gave you for your birth, girl, you better walk it. They look so good. Girl, you better walk. They did I say they was at the country club? No. They at the country club, baby. Y'all know I love Bill in a suit. Y'all know I love him his ass in a suit. Best especially I like browns. I would have never thought about putting those colors together. Go back and see it, y'all. Y'all will see it. Rewind the shit. Go back to the show and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all know. So he says, "Yeah, I figured that we would have our admin meeting over breakfast." I mean, even her lipstick. She looks very retro. Oh, bitch, Caroline. Bitch. Got her little mole on her face. Bitch, she look good. She said, "Best thing of our meeting is that our employees can't hear you cursing the employee review board's recommendation from the club. That's why we here." So Bill just happens to see Chelsea and Madison across the way. He's smiling. Cause last time he talked to Madison, he was trying to get them to get back together. Of course he think it's his idea to do it. But it is because he knew, and then he told Chelsea that he talked to, then he talked to her. Yeah, he did. I don't know. But anyway, he feels proud that he sees his baby girl over there with her girlfriend. Well, at least girlfriend for now. Fiance, he don't know it yet, but I'm sure he will. Well, I do get that mom likes to sleep in, but damn, she is killing my buzz because I guess they having some mimosas and French toast and strawberry. Did everybody eat strawberries on this damn show? Time we turn around, they eat grapes and cheese and strawberries and pears and damn cantaloupes and damn French toast and bagels and shit. Y'all eat some grits and eggs. Shit. So God, that Caroline is wearing the fuck out of that suit. She looks so good. Hi, Dad. How, Caroline? Oh, hey, baby girl. I'm so glad that I ran into both of you together. Madison was like, "Honey, Chelsea and I worked everything out wearing her ring, honey. In fact, we're engaged," Chelsea says. And so Madison shows her ring finger, boo. And everybody's like, "What? What? We get the bop, 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 bop." Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Hey, hey, hey. All right, so we're at the hospital. We see Shanice there, and Ashley is getting off the elevator, slamming her shit on the counter, looking all dead to the world, honey. She looks worried. I think I know what's wrong with Grayson. I think I shared it like a couple of episodes ago that Sent said that she read somewhere that he might be married. But no, it's not that. I don't even think he might be the impaler, but it wouldn't surprise me if Dr. Fernandez is the impaler. It's somebody there who worked in the hospital. But he has a sick relative. So yeah, that's a so Shanice was like, "Bitch, I know you have off today." And so Ashley was like, "Yep, I'm filling in for Jenny." When I tell you, sometimes I hate the way that she talked to Shanice. Shanice, bitch, you need to give her like one good cussing out. Just so her ass will know who really in charge. Cause she's not. She acts so spoiled. Every time I think that she's acting like a woman, then she brings this little girl act in. I'd rather be here than home overthinking things that I cannot understand. Like what? Shanice says, "Quantum gravity." She says, "Men, girl, they're just as big a mystery as we are." She said, bitch, not untrue. How can they wrap themselves up in this layer of mixed messaging that I cannot decode? Shit, Shanice was like, also ain't untrue, girl. I assume that this has to do with our ab tech. There they go with that PC. Nurse Hugo to ICU. Nurse Hugo to ICU. You thinking something slick about Grayson? This is what Shanice says, because this is just her repeating what Derek told her. See, that damn Ashley was like, bitch, slick. You been talking to Derek. I'm glad that you wanted to meet, but is this about Ashley? We are at Orphe Jean's. Jan is there meeting with Derek. He comes there. I guess she calls him to meet with him. I mean, Jan got a glow, honey. I mean, she met with Owen. She glowing. I just made a ride. So she was like, well, have you been, honey? Well, yes, no, he said. Well, I ran into her last night and we got into it. She left pretty pissed. Yes, she did. Jan was like, that's fucking news to me. Oh, so this is just a catch up, he said. Oh, she says, well, yes and no. So she grabs her coffee cup and moves to a table. I hope Leslie's not sitting over there at that fucking table. Because she told Leslie that she needs to give Derek a job. No. So he just turns around looking all dumbfounded. So we see Lynette with her cute outfit on and Haley. They're both meeting at Uptown. And so Lynette was like, bitch, I'm surprised you didn't want to meet in a more private spot. Bill's starter wife, bitch, was very suspicious seeing you hanging out with a client. Girl, Haley says, no one takes Danny, the spoiled has-been ex, seriously. Lynette said, honey, she didn't seem expired to me at all. Unfortunately, Haley said, and so Lynette was like, "Bitch, what you talking about?" Girl, I'm just kidding, girl. I'm just kidding. It's just I can't get no damn cup of coffee without Danny mouthing off conspiracy theories. Lynette was like, "Honey, she was pressed." Yeah, Haley says that's her factory setting. What these young girls be talking? Girl, what is that? That's the factory setting. That's starting over. No, Danny got that witchy poo power. She saw through your bullshits in day one. Well, not day one, because she was trusting you. But when you took her husband, that's when she started opening her eyes. Besides, Haley tells her, we have a legit excuse to meet this morning. Nanette was like, girl, whatever. You still like freebies? Haley said. You know it. Talked it over with Bill and we agreed that Tomas will handle your case pro bono. Wow, pro bono, that's dope. She's like, thanks, girl. She says you are always great at making things disappear. What you make disappear, Haley? Back at the country club, Bill was like, this is news, and Caroline looks shocked as hell. That ring, Caroline says, honey, that's 5 stars. Yeah, because the band is all diamonds and there's a pair no, it's just like a regular solitaire, but it's like embedded in. That ring is nice. I like God. It's kind of gaudy. It would hurt my fingers though, around, with the fuck you finger and the pinky finger, unless those little prongs are like smooth. But I love it though. I love me a big gaudy piece of jewelry, honey. Gaudy. So after Caroline wiped her mouth, she was like, honey, that's another Hamilton wedding on the horizon. Bill says, when did you propose? I popped the question to Madison. See Exhibit A on her finger, not mine. Though I will want to correct that. Chelsea pulled out all the stops last night. Madison is happy, honey. And so Bill was like, well, yeah, I'm not surprised. When either of my daughters, they want something, they go for it. Full tilt. I wonder, is that the reason why he ran over there to Danny's house about Chelsea's engagement? It makes me wonder. Because, we saw that little, blurb or teaser on Friday about him coming over there and Andre was like finna fuss his ass out. So Chelsea was like, that's right, like you. And mom, where did you think I get all my fire? So Jan is talking to damn Derek at Orphe Jeans. We're not gonna keep it long. The only thing I'm looking at is the menu, if they even show it. So she tells him that, yeah, Ash told me about the medical evaluation. Did they say when you can redo the test? We already know he ain't gonna redo it, or they might not let him do it. So he gave her this long excuse, residual, blah blah blah, my L2. She's and that's Greek for what? He was like, no more firefighting, no more ever. So we'll see what they talk about. But I'm not too sure if you heard that there's a free clinic that's opening on Phoenix Street. Now my boss Vanessa McBride is involved. You see how she's building it up, and the other woman who's the partner, she could really use some help. Who's the partner, girl? Who's the partner? I mean, the intent is there, she says, but the expertise in healthcare, not so much. He says, well, is Ashley going to help him out? I was hoping that you would. He was like, me? She said, I mean, you have a bazillion other marketable skills beside the L2 mumbo jumbo bullshit. And the clinic will be lucky to have you. I mean, you do have your EMT training, right? So it sounds like he got a list of people he could recruit, like paramedics, doctors, ER personnel that could go over at the clinic. So, okay, I mean, she talking about she hadn't even thought about that. Yes, you did, Jan. I see a big ass coat coming through the door. I bet you that's Liz. So he says, this would be a way for me to help people. And then you hear her voice in the background, Leslie. Such a hero. Did Thor tell you how he came over here charging at me the other day? Like I was personally responsible for Ragnarok? For Ragnarok? I couldn't even read that sentence. She called him Thor. Lord have mercy. She said, did he tell you that he came over there personally attacking her, acting like she was personally responsible for Ragnarok? Ragnarok. Lord have mercy. She called him Thor. Girl. She called him Thor. So she walks on the other side of the table. That table, it was so big she could have stood on the same side as him saying her lines. But anyway, I guess it's a different angle that they're trying this year. He's like, "Can't you see we're busy?" He tells that to Leslie. And so she tells Jan, this ain't gonna work. So she says, honey, girl, Derek is the perfect solution to your problem, Liz. Derek was like, oh, which one? She has so many. She looking at him like, you motherfucker. She didn't think that was funny at all. She- Leslie didn't think that shit was funny at all. Which one? She has so many. She gonna bite him. I can hear, I can see the words coming out of her mouth right now. She is going to chew him up. So nobody say nothing. So it clicks like a light bulb over the top of his head. Wait a minute, he tells Jan. She's the other woman. She says, I hate that phrase. Why am I thinking this scene is so funny? I thought it was gonna be a mess. She said she hate that phrase. Cause you is, bitch. You is the other woman when it comes to Marcel, and is the other woman when it came to Tad. So you the other woman, bitch. I like this. She's not all Teddy. I'm Teddy. Teddy. I like this. I like. He was like, "You want me to work for her?" She says, Leslie says, "Brawn, maybe. Brains, not so much." So we're back at the hospital. Shanice is like, well, Derek's worried that something shady is going on with Grayson. Yeah, I already told y'all in the beginning. I think I told y'all, like I said a couple of episodes ago. Yeah, he is. I don't think it is. If he's the impaler, I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised. I can't wait, but I don't think it's him. He has something personal going on. Yeah. Okay, bitch. Grayson ain't none of Derek's business. Look, I told your ex to focus on his own love life, all right? So don't be getting loud with me. Okay, I hate when she be getting like that with Shanice. Ashley was like, "What did you think he damn listened?" Shanice was like, "Honey, it's too soon to tell." He says, but she says, but from my honest take, I felt like it was a genuine concern. She's slamming her damn coat all over the place. Ashley get on my nerves. So Shanice was like, girl, why is his opinion getting under your skin so much? Well, do you want your ex's opinion about the new guy in your life on your mind half the fucking time? Fair enough, girl, but is there a chance that you might be bugging because there might be some truth to it? Hmm? She's like, okay, Ashley says, you know Grayson better than Derek does. What is your take on him? Girl, it doesn't matter what you think. It ain't got shit to do with what I think. All right then, riddle me this, a wise one. Damn, Ashley. Take that damn clipboard, honey, and knock it right on in the middle of her damn forehead, Shanice. So she was finna ask Shanice something, but she saw that little Asian man in the background whispered to the nurse, so they can have more privacy. I'm surprised because y'all ain't never try to find no damn privacy before. So what you finna say? You gonna tell her that y'all was getting busy and then he stopped and left? What does it mean when you're with a guy and in the middle of fucking he stops. He gets a call, he takes it, and he gets the fuck out and he leaves with no explanation. Nurse talk, Shanice says, DOA. Grayson left your bed to answer a booty call. Did you forgot to tell her girl that he kissed her and thanked her? He kissed her twice and thanked her. So she was like, see, that's what I just don't think it is, though. Then I got Derek's warnings rattling around in my mind. Like, it's confusing. I think that there's got to be a perfectly good reason that Grayson, that he would take off like that, right? Oh, maybe I know. Maybe he's the boy wonder and Batman needed help in Gotham City. Today is a corny episode. Girl, Shanice. She says, or Derek's right. Maybe his warning signal of Grayson is warning you that you shouldn't ignore. Now we hear a like they gotta pee. It's Pammy over at the little palace, and Danny and Andre just naked and down, and she knocking on the door like she gotta pee, but it's an urgency. Danny says. She looks at her husband and says, hold your impulses and you. Pammy, girl, you got to work on your timing, girl. I'm so sorry for the interruption, but we are about to host a very special guest. Tatum Stewart is in the DMV, and she insists no time like the present. I haven't made my decision yet, Danny says. And Pammy was like, well, I expressed that to her, which made her even more determined to snag you as her supermodel, her spokesmodel. Girl, I wasn't going for hard to get, honey. Well, that is what you got. Tatum will be here in T minus 20 minutes. So could you two lovebirds forego canoodling long enough to shower and get dressed, please? Pretty please, please, please. Two birds, one shower, Danny says. He said, damn it, in less than 20 minutes, we got it. She was like, right, later. Pammy, I love you, Pammy, I love you. I love you more, Andre. So she runs out, and so Pammy turns around and looks at Andre like, oh my God, it worked. So he was like, so did you set up the surprise meet and greet? He said it to Pammy. She's like, no, I assumed you did. Now, this impromptu pit stop proves that Tatum wants Danny on board. The trick would be by getting your stubborn bride to realize that this deal was made for her. No way in hell am I working for this woman. That's Derek talking to Jan and Leslie and Orphy Jean. This bitch. I can't even get through this damn script. This Avenger has been out of a job market for way too fucking long. She calls him an Avenger. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna get through this damn show. I am the employer, and you haven't been offered shit. Well, she says squat, but y'all know my mouth. She looks at Jan and says, homeboy's interview skills are less than desirable, Jan. Jan was like, you both trust me, right? He was like, well, you know I do. Jan was like, girl, you said yourself that this project could help all sorts of people, right? Who are genuinely struggling. And you, Derek, are looking for a renewed sense of purpose, right? Which is still saving lives, which is what you love to do. As far as I can see that shit, you kind of need one another. And that face will be my my thumbnail. I've been putting the most craziest thumbnails so I can get people coming over here, and it's been working. One young lady, she said she just found me. She said she wished it she'd taken so long to find me, but she just found me, and I'm so glad she did. We got people coming by, ladies and gents. So yeah, I'm happy to see that. So anytime I find a very weird look on somebody's face, I'm putting it in my fucking thumbnail, whether you like it or not. I'm trying to spare y'all, and I don't put it in the damn video, but I got to get a hook, baby. And if it's gonna be this face of Jan's, let me do that right now before I forget. Shit, Leslie was like, not in this lifetime. He was like, never, bitch. Never. They both ain't feeling it. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired. That's what it sounds like they listening to in the background. That Al Green. They that's what they playing in the background. So Jan was like, see, you both y'all agree. Both of y'all agree on the same thing. So, yeah. So he says, so what's going to happen when my best friend, Detective Jacob Hawthorne, bitch, swings by for a visit and he spots Leslie here spiking someone's IV because, I don't know, because they looked at her sideways. See, everybody knows that she's spiking people's IV. That's what people are talking about. They don't like her getting away with so much. It's just too much. Her day is coming though, y'all. It is. Give them some time. I'm gonna leave it in. They better not go through season 2 without her being caught or being prosecuted for something. She got to. If she go through all of season 2 and they still don't do nothing to her, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna really be pissed. I really am. Jan, I appreciate you trying to do a solid for this downtrodden former hero. He was like, downtrodden? She says, former fucking hero. Now, if this sad puppy dog face fits, but you know what? I don't have time for all of this negative energy in a place of healing. Besides, I have my cheerful, lovely Eva, who possesses actual experience running a medical facility and she believes in the mission. I told y'all she's gonna make that girl quit her father's practice to come over there and help her with that clinic, which I want to bet. Jan was like, girl, you know Eva doesn't have the time to commit to the clinic. Uh uh yeah, while she's helping her father. You know that she ain't got no time for that. And Derek is fully available. Huh? That is the understatement of the year. I tell her, that bitch is dragging the. I told you she's gonna drag Derek, but Derek is timing up for her though. He is. He is. He's still dumb as dumb box of rock, but he's timing up for her. So he wanted to say something else, and so Jan interrupts him, and she's like, "Look, he will also certainly be able to recruit a whole lot of volunteers, girl. Honey, he was just telling me that he has a ton of connections at the hospital and within the community. I suppose he does have a certain appeal for a very particular demo. Maybe we can dangle him to see if he can bring all the nurses to the yard. My milkshake things on the boy to the yard. Hey, not that good. Hey, yeah, milkshake throw to the boy to the yard. Hey. He says that's offensive. She says, well, get fucking used to it. Uh-oh. I got another damn picture that I could use. God dog it, y'all. I mean, I'm not gonna put it in the thing. I gotta pick between her and Janet and Jan's. That loud damn jukebox be loud as fuck. I'm gonna take this picture. I might do a test and a B test just to see which one converts better. I think it might be this one though. Let me take this picture. Okay, the picture I took was of Leslie rolling her eyes. Uh you don't see it. I mean her eyes are in her damn head, honey. Because she is so sick of talking and wasting her time with Derek. For Jan, I'll give your ass a chance. One chance. On a trial basis, of course. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a fuck a minute. I am not doing this. He'll think about it to get back to you. She kicked him under the table, or she hit the table. I don't know what the fuck she did. But she's like, he'll think about it. He'll get back to you. Okay? Jan, you better not get hooked up with Derek while Owen is away. And then I said yes. We're back at damn country club. That's Madison talking about the engagement. And so Caroline is giving them both a hug. And Bill is still standing there. I think, like I said, I think Bill is gonna cut that meeting short with Caroline and be skedaddling over there at the damn door to tell Danny about what happened. But she need to get ready for that meeting. He's always cock blocking her. Always fucking cock blocking her when she wants to have an opportunity to grow. Sorry, we're back at the country club, y'all. So Madison gets a phone call. She says it's the hospital calling her, so she excuses herself. I don't know what the fuck Chelsea said. I have no idea what she said. And so Madison's like, and then left. And Bill is like, what the fuck was that? What she called me? Bill is so smooth. So Caroline looks at him, and so he pretty much like nodded her, like, okay, leave, girl, because we need to talk. She's like, these tears of joy. Girl, I need to touch up. I'll be right back. Because he wanted to have some time alone with Chelsea. But he didn't say that. But he knew. But Caroline knows him so good that when he looked at her, he just nodded his head like, girl, leave. She said, girl, I gotta go. I gotta wipe out my face. I'll be right back. Girl, I love that partnership. So, no congrats, she says. He was like, baby girl, you know I think the world of Madison. Actually, she and I got a lot in common, he said. She said, oh my God, that's what every girl wants to hear. She's brilliant, committed to her career. She's humble, she's gorgeous. He was like, yeah, I agree. But weren't you two was just about to break up? Well, we obviously worked things out, Dad. Hmm. Right, well, the devil's in the details, Chelsea. Is that where he is? He was like, look, now, is you moving to Copenhagen? There's so much happening right now, but this is Madison's dream, so we're gonna live the long distance life for a little. He's like, oh, okay, good, good. That'll give you your ass a little bit more time to figure some things out. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I just told you the plan and you saw the ring. He says, yeah, I saw the ring, but come on, Chelsea. Marriage is not something you should just be rushing into. She's like, are you being for real right now? Oh, look, I just want my baby girl to be sure, that's all. Is that so wrong? This is speaking from the man who married his daughter's best friend within a year. I hope she says that. I know you not sitting here giving me no advice. And I know Danny can't be giving no advice either. So Impulse, she gets that. It's in her blood. She gets it from her father and her mother. Or the way Shar says, her mammy and her pappy. She says, don't hide being this overprotective daddy excuse. You want me to pump the brakes in this case, in case this thing with Madison. It's just a silly little phase that I'm going through. Is that about right? So Haley, we are back at Uptown, and so she tells Lynette that the deal went south about her St. Bart's dream home. She's like, well, why not enjoy the delay, Lynette says, and enjoy some recon. I mean, they have some amazing five-star hotels all over the island, Lynette said. And Haley was like, bitch, you been? Lynette was like, wait a minute, you haven't? She said, honey, legal eagles really got to step that shit up, huh? So Haley was like, well, what was your Mark's deal? I guess the Mark was the person that she used to get what she wanted. Classic classic hedge funder. He would tan like a lobster and he would chew with his mouth open. I guess he was unattractive, but sometimes them the ones that be having that coin. He looked that bad, Lynette. Ooh, I bet you. Ooh, I swear did I see that? Was it on Bridgerton? When one of the girls was younger, she was married to that old man. He would get on her. That was the most horrible scene. Them love making scenes was horrible. Ugh. Lynette was like, but his yacht was sick, bitch. Was sickening. She's like, oh, well, what was the play? She's like, honey, I had to cut that shit short. Remember my short, skinny friend, honey, the one who went away? This was Lynette talking. B&E, Amari? Yeah, girl, Amari. Yeah. Honey, girl, he got into a fight into the joint, honey, and he didn't make it. I came home and went to the funeral, and girl, well, St. Bart's Sea Dog moved on with somebody else with bigger flotation devices. You know what that means? Bigger teeth eyes. So Haley apologized for Amari. So she was like, if Bill isn't cutting his workload short and or anything like that, does that mean he'll be available to be more hands-on in my case? So Haley was like, well, there are some family health issues that are going on with the girls taking his time. She was like, including delusional Danny, huh? So Lynette was like, what the fuck is her run? Haley was like, for the entire world to revolve around her ass. So Lynette was like, honey, she got that whole gravitational pull. I mean, she's mastered it. Yes, she has. I like her. She's like, I mean, how did she do that shit? Like damsel in distress? I mean, I need to learn from her. Bill can't resist Miss Bland ass crying in his chest. That damn Haley is full of shit. So what's your play? That's what Lynette says. And Haley was like, well, I know what I'm not going to be doing anymore. Complaining to Bill's ass just be like backfiring on me. She said, you know, if someone always gets off by being the strong shoulder, they always defend and deny. That's what's up. Wow. I know Bill loves me. I just need to trust more in that. She switched it. She had Hood, whatever her name, Monica, whatever her name is. I know y'all gonna tell me. But she went back to the Haley type. I mean, I know he loves me, girl. We saw it. We see the Hood in you. So Lynette was looking at her like, bitch, you have changed. That idea is a hot mess. She said, one that's going to 100% blow up your entire new life, girl. You should just stop trying to figure out what Grayson was up to last night, bitch, and just come right out and ask him. That's what Shanice says to Ashley when we back at the hospital at the wonderful nurses station. Yeah, yeah, ask him, girl. She says you're probably right. Ashley says I used to have friends like that. That's why I said used to. I'm like, why are you asking me what he's thinking? Just go straight to him. He'll tell you. It's like, I don't know why you asking me. That's the one you kicking it with. Why you asking me what I think? It's like, ask him directly. He'll tell you exactly what he's thinking. Stop asking me. I don't know him. You the one that's fucking him. Why you asking me? I know sometimes we do that as girls for our opinion. And I'll give an opinion, but I ain't gonna have you keep asking me over and over again about what I think about what he said. You the one who talked to him more. Why are you asking me about what he said when that's your boo? I mean, yeah, I think, pretty cool and down to earth, but damn, ask him. Shanice was like, girl, don't you know by now I'm pretty much always right? I'm just trying to avoid an awkward convo. I mean, Grayson obviously didn't want to talk about it last night when he bolted from my bed. Well, discomfort is not a good enough reason to deny yourself the answers you need, Ashley. Girl, you have a right to them. I mean, even though we're just in the kicking it phase, I mean, we're just hanging out. Is that what they call it, hanging out? When you just be fucking for fun? Is that what they call it, hanging out? Okay. So Shanice was like, yes, bitch, you need to know what the fuck you getting into. Just like with Ted and me. She said last night he did something, girl, that I was totally not at ease with. I hated that shit. She was like, oh, what the fuck were y'all doing last night? Girl, get your mind out the gutter. She said, well, see, I'm testing you out. I'm asking, even though it's awkward. See, Shanice, I learned. She said, honey, never you mind. And anyway, this is different, and you don't have the right to know about what's in my business, girl. She said, oh, honey, you going to tell me anyway. That's what Ashley says. Shanice was like, girl, the point is, I slid my feelings to the side because I didn't want to spoil the evening. She said, I stayed quiet. And so Ashley was like, "Girl, I've been there, honey, nearly choked. All I've been there too. Like this long, 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 long time ago. But if I stay quiet and didn't say anything, and it really like forms like a knot in my neck if I don't say something. But I got to think about it before I say it, because I try not to be mean to people, and I'm never mean. I'm honest, but I don't be mean to people. But I still am very thoughtful about what I say when I say it. So yeah. So Shakwa, Shanice, because the word awkward is on the damn screen. So Shanice said, I decided to call Ted out on his shit. Yeah, it was hella awkward. Yes, mood killer, absolutely. Relationship ruiner, TBD, to be determined. So I don't know. So Ashley was like, okay, girl, you are really not selling me on this whole approach, Shanice. She said, I stood my ground, I said my piece, and absolutely today I have no regrets about it. While she's talking, we hear the doorbell. I mean, the elevator bell. Ding. So it could be Ted, it could be Grayson, or it could be Derek. One of those three. Let's see who it is. And here it is. It's Grayson. Oh, incoming, Shanice says. Hey, Grayson, your cute self. She says, woman up, Nurse Morgan, and she skedaddles real quick while Grayson comes over there to see his hanging out friend. He says, I owe you an apology. She said, I'd rather you just tell me why you took off like that. What happened last night, she says. So we're back at the country club and we see Bill sitting down talking to Chelsea. Look, I know you and Madison are in love. You have this all wrong, baby girl. I mean, yes, please mansplain my thoughts to me, Dad. He tells her that her ass has been through one crisis after another, baby, in a short window of time, and she sure as hell has. That bitch has been through some shit this year. And I mean, some of which I'm responsible for. She's like, you said that shit, not me. It's true that you did. You started it off like that, acting like an asshole. Yes, and it has been intense, and life has thrown a lot of big bads our way, and we keep leveling up. That's how Madison and I know that we're built to go the distance. He was like, but Denmark though. No, a life together, a lifetime together. He was like, look, I'm just gonna be fucking blunt. This is your first committed relationship, and experience has told me that the decisions that are made in the heat of the moment look very, very, very fucking different after things have settled down, baby girl. That's a you problem. But I'm marrying a very thoughtful and considerate person with a huge heart. I will never ever regret that. So Madison and Caroline come back. We're back. I was obsessed with that sparkler, Caroline says. Girl, Chelsea, you have excellent taste in rings and partners. I mean, Madison must be tall because I know Chelsea is tall because Caroline is short and I think she has on heels. I never would have thought about her being short because I think that her and Haley are about the same height, but she looks so short compared to Madison. I never really thought Madison to be tall. I don't know. When you see everybody next to each other, it's kind of weird. It's cool though, but it's weird. Thank you for always being in my corner, Caroline. I really appreciate the support wherever I can get it. Cause this motherfucker ain't giving me shit. Okay, there it is. So we're back at damn no, I'm sorry, at Uptown. And so Lynette was breaking it down like, bitch, if Big Bad Bill is switching, no, if Badass Bill is switching his attention and shifting that shit around from you, honey, then your ass need to bust out Big Bad Val. So that's her name, Valerie. I couldn't remember that shit. I called it what, Maria or something. So Big Bad Val, bring her out, hey, hey, bring her out, hey, hey. And that is not my name, girl. Lynette was like, girl, bitch, whatever. The crinkle above your nose is showing, honey. What, girl? She pulls out a mirror. I have zero lines on my face, girl. Come on. Girl, she means like Pinocchio. Made you look girly. That's what um Lynette says. So she said, girl, trust me. I know what I'm talking about. Ooh, she says while facing prison charges, Haley tells her. Honey, that your old man's firm will definitely get me out of. Am I right, bitch? Yes, we're the best in the biz. You have nothing to worry about, girl. But it seems like you have all the answers, honey, Haley said. I mean, what do you think I should do? I mean, I really trust you. She says, you ever try making Bill jealous? Been there, bitch. She did that. She shouldn't have used Tomas. She definitely can't use Isaiah. Maybe she should have tried her cuz, but it wouldn't feel right for them. But maybe she should have tried Randy. She was like, what about tears, bitch? Guilt trip? Sex? I'm sorry, I know they better not. YouTube don't fuck with me. She's stirring her coffee with a knife. Girl, don't you have a spoon now that you can stir your coffee with? Lynette, why you stir your coffee with a knife, girl? I see there's a fork there. You couldn't have asked them for a spoon. So she put the knife in her mouth and licked the coffee off. She said, well, bitch, then that means you only have one move left. You gotta out Danny the Danny Dupree. Tatum Stewart, Pamela Curtis. Honey, we see Tatum come in there, baby. I mean, just glam. Head wrap, beautiful mustard suit, brooch. I'm into brooches, y'all. I've been getting into brooches. We're at the little palace, and that's where Andre meets with Tatum. But I feel like Andre knows Tatum more than what he's telling us. I feel like he knows her and she knows him. I'm so happy that at last we'd meet and that you found the time to pop over to our fair crest. She says, I practically stormed those gates to get in here, Tatum said. The process of locking in the Danny Dupree for my new line, exhilarating. Go ahead, Tatum. By the by, I'm so sorry about my faux pas. I'm going to like doing Tatum's voice. By and by, I'm so sorry for my faux pas. Andre being all fancy too. It's all good. Neither of us mentioned it to Danny. Everybody's speaking up, baby. Just took their language to a whole nother level. We just didn't want her to think that this was some favor uh, of Andre. That's all. Best to not spook the talent, right? Tatum says. Yeah, but Pam is more family vault than agent. There's several future best-selling memoirs in there, Pam. I'm sure. Oh, I never tell, Pam says. At least not until a deal closes. Funny. Great energy. And you have a purple aura. I mean, Tatum is deep, baby. She's deep. What is a purple aura, Tatum? I trust your instincts, Tatum tells them. Speaking of, I always knew that Danny would light the world ablaze. So Danny comes in there with an off the shoulder, beautiful periwinkle blue gown. It's like a goddess gown. It is so gorgeous. And she looks absolutely stunning. Finally. All this, high class energy in the room. I need to I need to check to see if Tatum. I bet you she's a real person. I haven't even looked her up. I'm sure y'all would. I forgot her last name, so y'all tell me in the comments below. Is Tatum a true designer? Because they had the makeup guy. I can't think of his name. No, he was the eyelash guy, eyebrow or eyelash from California. They had him there at Winterfest. So yeah, someone there's Tatum. I'm sure she is real. He says, well, so we're at. I'm talking about he says, girl. We are at the hospital, and Grayson comes and tells Ashley there's something that you should know. That call was about my mammy, and I said that. I said a couple of weekends ago, no, a couple of weeks ago, that he had a sick parent. So I think I said it on live. I think I talked about it on live. So it's his mother. He has a sick mom. So he said the call was about his mom. Yeah, like I said, I saw that about that character a while back. So so like I said in that particular um review, I can't remember if it was a live or a recap, but I would think that he got involved in this because his mom may have some blood issues, and then he got into it because it blessed her, but then he found out how much money was involved in it. So I think that's why he did it. Now that I'm talking it through now, but I don't know. I feel like he might be the impaler. First I said no at the beginning, but now I'm halfway through it. I'm like, maybe that's the reason why he did get into it, because with the blood transfusions and stuff and the blood plasma, his mom is really, really sick. So he got into it. He had all good intentions of getting into it at first because it helped his mom. But I'm thinking that he probably met somebody who, maybe Fernandez, Dr. Fernandez, who gave him some, was it Rodriguez? I don't know. Gave him some, like, man, we could do this. You do that. It'd be all on the low low. Nobody would know, and it will work. I think it would work. So we're gonna be brainstorming and talking through it. I'll be wrong a lot, but I knew about him having issues with his mom being sick. So let's see. Because remember, he said to Ashley, he says, "I'm not always a good guy." So that has a lot to do with the impaler. I had to remember that, but I think that he probably initially got involved in this because he was helping his mom, but then he connected with somebody else who told him that you can make some fucking great money at this. So yeah. Okay, well, it looks like she has Parkinson's and all the balance problems that come with it. So maybe there's still it's something with his family. So he said the assisted living facility that his mom is living at told him that she fell down in the shower again. Oh, Grayson. Oh, how is she? Yeah. So I mean, maybe it's not the mom the Parkinson. I don't know, but I feel like him getting started into it, there's some type of connection with farms and animals, and it's something dealing with all of that. It'll be great to see him just act mean. Like, he's so nice and calm on this side, but behind those eyes is something dark. And see him just cut the fuck up in front of in front of damn Jacob and all them. That would be so wonderful to watch. Because I'm getting sick of Leslie being the villain, and Joey is not even really the villain. So sick of her. He said, they said that she was fine, but I had to find out for myself. She's like, of course, girl. I mean, I get it, but why you just didn't tell me that? He said I should have. I really should have, but I was so pissed at her caregivers, and I didn't trust myself not to flip out. And I just didn't want you to see that side of me. Oh, he's so soft spoken. He's so soft spoken, y'all. Oh, he's so soft spoken. Yeah, he's the impaler. She said, "Well, did you go off on them?" He said, "Well, I cooled off on the ride over, but that don't mean he didn't pick up that damn heap and got on their asses when he got there." She's like, "All right." He says, "But I'm really more upset with myself than anybody else." She was like, "Why? We both know that you could not have prevented your mom from falling down. He says, we both know the kind of pressure healthcare workers are under. She said, okay, and you are allowed to be pissed as fuck if they're not monitoring your mammy properly. Yeah. He said, look, the place is understaffed, all right? She calls out for help. Her impatience wins over and she goes rogue. So he got that honest. Listen to it, Ash. He says he's trying to get her into another facility that has round the clock care, but her insurance only covers so much. Okay, keep talking. That means his money. He don't make that much money. He says that's why he's trying to pick up extra shifts there at the hospital to pick up some side jobs. What's the side job, Grayson? At first I was like, nah. But then I knew that I kind of mentioned a while back that I think that he was doing this because lab people don't make that much money. And I figured that he was doing this to help pay for his mom insurance. I think that's what I said. So, or I didn't, yeah, his insurance, her insurance. So, yeah, I was right. I was right on that. I was definitely right. But then today I started doubting myself. I need to stand on what I stand on. Stop flipping your damn mind, Shar. She's like, okay, so this is where the angry at your part comes in. Angry at yourself part comes in. He was like, when I was a kid, my mom hustled to take care of me. Okay, keep talking. He says he's trying to do the same thing and he cannot seem to catch the fuck up. If there's anyone who wants to put your all into someone in need, even when you don't have it, it's me. I guess you're talking about Derek. Thanks, but no thanks. This clitted shit ain't happening. This is Derek talking to Jan. And we know that Jan is just gonna spill some facts his way and he's gonna change his mind. But we're back at Orphy Jeans. Leslie has gone, her old meat ass. And they're just talking. We'll see what they're talking about. Derek, you don't see the forest for the trees, honey. I'm like, she's just funding the project. And more than likely you won't see her ass at all at the clinic. Girl, please. She wants all the limelight and the attention and honey. Girl, she gonna be right there, front and center. He says that's not the type of woman to hide in the shadows unless her ass is covering up some type of crime. What about the money? She's got lots of it. And I heard she's offering just a few permanent positions a pretty penny. He was like, I don't get this shit, Jan. You are one of the most sweetest people I know. How in the hell are you friends with someone so lethal? She said, this ain't about Leslie. She's worried about him. She says, in the clinic will be in honor of Dr. Doug McBride. He and Vanessa have always been very good to me. Y'all better bring Doug back, baby. She says she wants the clinic to thrive and she wants Doug's legacy to live on. He says, I didn't realize. We've all belly flopped, honey, and had to get the fuck back up, all right? Leslie is trying her best. When I tell you she's so vanilla when it comes to Leslie's ass, or so green, because she's just don't see nothing wrong. So quit looking down on her long enough to see this for the opportunity that it is. You can make a difference. Remember, girl, that one time we was in Philly? We are back at Uptown with Lynette and Haley. So she's reminiscing about when they was in Philly. Girl, what happened? And we went to that old random ass club at Penn's Landing. Yes, girl, that was one of my favorite nights, Haley says. Lynette was like, bitch, I'm sure. Girl, you were so scared to sneak back home that night. That late. When I tell you, Lynette's eyes, them eyes, girl. She them eyes, she worked them eyes. I love how she looks. They cast her so good because she has a sneaky aura about her. I love her cast. Honey, no, honey, because I knew that my mammy was gonna wig the fuck out. So no, I was real scared to sneak back in that late at night. Hell, if I was gonna be knocked into next Tuesday, in the middle of next Tuesday, anyway, it might as well been on my own fucking terms. You know what I'm saying? Holly, it hurts less. Shit, Haley was like, I'm petite, but I pack a punch. Honey, the minute my mammy saw my busted lip, she forgot all about my curfew. So Haley hit Lynette that night so that when she came home, her mama would think that she got into a fight. And then she would have forgotten what happened. Okay, so now okay, I see what we're working with. So she was like, bitch, you can't fake a health scare, so get a real one. She said, honey, that is the most worst ad campaign that I ever heard. That's what Haley says. Excuse me if y'all can hear. I know sometimes on my recordings you can hear me hitting the play button, but it's cool. She's like, wait, you serious? Mm-hmm, bitch. You and me team up together, Lynette says. We'd sell the hell out of it. Tatum, I know that these are just sketches, but once again, you deliver. We're back at the little palace, and we have Andre, Tatum, and Pammy and Danny all looking at her sketches on somebody's iPad. I see your signature twist in each and every design, Danny said. And it's the way that you're playing with these silhouettes. So bold, bringing in patterns and gemstones. Gem tones. Not gemstones, girl. Gem tones. So Tatum is just enjoying all of the, fluff, winking her eye and shit. And Andre was like, oh, definitely, my camera lens would love on all of these. Girl, remind me to airdrop myself into this house the next time I'm having a confidence blip. Girl, yeah, because she gonna be walking out of there floating, honey. Pam. ah. So, do I have my signature spokesmodel? Tatum asked Danny. Oh, Danny says, come on, Danny, don't give us an Isaiah. I know that you're concerned because what your parents are going through. I know that. I know that's her main reason. But come on, girl. Come on, boo. If Anita knew that she turned down that gig because of her, Anita would cuss her ass out. Make her pick up their phone right there, get on FaceTime with Tatum and say, I'm Tatum. Danny will be there in the morning. She called me now? I'm sorry. Somebody's calling me right now. So we're back at the country club and we see Chelsea's on the phone talking about my mother just keeps raving about Jill's deep tissue massage. She's talking on the phone, but I'm not too sure if she's talking to Madison because Madison is still glowing, honey. Yes, and thank you for fitting in my fiance. So yeah, she's on the phone with somebody. It has a nice ring to it, Madison says, and she's showing her ring. So Chelsea's just looking. So she's like, still nada from your mom. Daddy is caught up in her own good news. You know what I'm saying? She texted. She says she has some business thing, but I'll see her later. So have you tried your mom? Madison was like, girl, I'd like to protect our afterglow a little while longer, okay? Do you think that she won't approve? Madison's like, girl, I think that my mom likes you way more than she likes me. I would like to protect your bliss from Willow, the Willow Dervish, from barraging you with her woo-woo wedding ideas. I can't wait to see Willow, baby. I can't wait to see who they're gonna cast for her, cause she sounds like she is a joy. So she was like, so Madison's like, what's wrong? Dad, he got in my head. So Madison was like, wait a minute, Bill, he's not happy for us? More like his joy got lost in the English to Danish translation. He thinks that we're rushing into marriage. Madison was like, well, girl, he ain't wrong. Well, are you having doubts? I mean, go for it is our thing now, remember? Madison says. And so Ashley, girl, Chelsea was like, maybe he's just being overprotective. Since the whole Allison ordeal, he's been more of a presence in my life. She was like, wait a minute, how involved are we talking, Madison says. She said, Allison got me all thrown off. Baby, this has nothing to do with you. If Willow is the number one Chelsea stan, then Bill Hamilton is a Madison groupie. So she looks over at the table with Caroline and Bill, and he's still over there looking in, shock and surprise. So Caroline was like, so what mood is on the menu for this evening? Because you could tell he's in a funk. He was like more shocked than awe. He's just so surprised. He told my baby girl, I mean, she's just too young. And just like I was thinking, Caroline was like, how old was Danny when y'all met? I think they like 17. I think Chelsea is maybe her mid-20s. So why you thinking she's too young? He's so hypocritical. He's like, you think that Vernon just rolled out the Don Perignon back then? It's too impulsive, okay? Another Hamilton making life-changing decisions based on temporary feelings. Thank you. Caroline was like, honey, who's the other Hamilton? Come on, Bill, talk. She was like, not Naomi. He talking about Danny. Danny! You! She was like, Daddy's ass is no longer a Hamilton. He was like, yeah, and I think it was Scandinavian panic that forced Chelsea to propose. You and I can both agree, Caroline, that that is not an ideal start. She said, huh, plans get made. Life happens. We adjust. She was like, is Chelsea moving to Denmark? She says no for now. He was like, how many clients have we heard that told us that long distance had tanked their relationship? She says, we meet people on the brink, okay? Our sample set is skewed. He says, look, I don't need no more research. I know my girl. The second that they hit a rough patch, Chelsea's ass is gonna be doing something crazy, possibly permanent, and she's gonna regret that shit for the rest of her damn life. Hey, Mom. Hey, sweetie. We are at Orphe Jeans, and Jan is just leaving with that cute little purse. And Ashley shows up for Orphe Jeans. Now, if nobody else goes to Orphe Jeans, it's Jan and Ash. So Jan was like, I'm so glad that I bumped into you. Oh, really? Ash says. Remember how Leslie wanted you to work for her free clinic? Oh, honey, I keep trying to forget that, she says. Ash says. She said, well, I found someone for the job, Jan said. So Ashley was like, you're not. Oh, girl, me? Oh, no, girl. Mm-mm. I had Leslie meet with Derek, and Ashley was shocked. She was like, how the fuck did that go? Could have been better. Could have been worse, Jan said. And that's Jan code for, Ashley says, well, I got him to at least think about it. Mom, look, it's so sweet that you want to help out Derek, but the last thing he needs is to be an accomplice to, whatever crime Leslie's planning next. Yeah, that's true. And Derek is really close to Shanice, really close to Shanice. And so it makes me wonder if he's going to go and talk to her about this decision or his what he's deciding he wants to do. Jan is talking about her money is helping people. It's helping herself too, Ashley said. I don't buy that she's changed, Mom. And I don't think that Derek will either. Jan with her ditzy self, just you wait and see. Leslie Thomas has come a very long way. Child, please. Girl, she just stuffed her nasty ass panties in Ted's pillows. All right. You don't see it. You choosing to believe it. But you don't see what that crazy heifer's done. And now she's coming over to the fucking hospital and rub that shit in. She comes over to the hospital, gets off the elevator, sees Shanice working on the little portable pushy thingy for her laptop. Oh, Nurse Johnson, how are you doing this morning? I'm sorry, how you doing this morning? Shanice says, I'm busy, bitch. Need something? If you ask me, I didn't, bitch. Oh, you look haggard, child. I'm sorry, come again? That's what Shanice always says that. You look haggard. That damn Leslie, I swear. Hope you didn't lose a lot of sleep last night over my little prank. Teddy Bear and I like to poke each other in all kinds of ways. It's our thing. Lord, give me strength, Shanice says. This bitch. Oh, please, Lord. Praying with the girl. Oof, I just want to choke her. You just got some people like that are just so disrespectful. That sliver red lace was meant to be a tiny reminder of our naughty, unforgettable adventures. She's just leaning in to Shanice. Because she know that Shanice can't do anything while she's dressed in nurse's uniform. Then and now. Shanice says, only I think you mean then and then. No end in sight, nursey. Get on my nerves so bad, y'all. This is an ASMR part. Please. Shanice, take that ponytail out, girl. And take your fist and wrap that ponytail thing around your fist. And take that laptop, bitch. And then clip her up. And then take her by that crinkly hair, bitch. And I want you to get to wailing on that ass. Non-stop. Let that Asian man in the background. Girl, I have to pull your ass off. And then Gracie gonna have to try. And then Ashley gonna hear about it all the way. Damn, Orphe Jeans gonna have to run up there and pull you off freakum dress on and snatch your ass, girl. It's gonna take all of my crest to pull your ass off of her because she deserves it. Phew. Okay. Oh, all right. Only in your sick, dark, twisted world, bitch, that you would think a stunt like that would actually fucking work. This is what Shanice tells her. Then we see a PA, Nurse Tia, to room 818, honey. Nurse Tia to room 818. Well, it seems to have had the desired effect. As Shanice leaves from near the elevator to go back to the nursing station, and Leslie just follows her. Just follows her right on over there. She says, "You know what? Maybe there is a guy out there that would enjoy finding your nasty ass thong panty stuffed in his couch." And she said it just like that. Your nasty ass thong panty. I'm not adding, baby. That's what the words is on the fucking screen. And believe me when I say, honey, I would love for you to find that kindred, certifiable spirit and live out your best lives, bitch. And I can tell she just be standing there smiling. That smile get on my fucking nerve. But it ain't Ted, heifer. I have a funny feeling that seeing my goodies made my Teddy want to time jump to a not too distant future where we get to remember our magically delicious moments. Huh, Jenny says, next time you get that funny feeling, I would call a doctor. You know, usually there's a cream or pill that prescribed for that. Yeah, cream or pill. Yes. I'm sure you know. I could ring Ted. Or maybe yet, a house call would be ideal given our relationship. She said, bitch, Ted is disturbed by your actions. He has definitely not turned the fuck on. I think you are projecting, niece. Yeah, Ted told me that you were devastated. I guess my sexy little joke, it tapped into some real insecurities that run super deep. Hmm? Maybe you should see someone about that. This wave of desperation, bitch, wafting off of you is damn nauseating. Sharice said. Shanice said. I'm talking about Sharice. Shanice, baby. Shanice. Well, like I told you, you do look peaked. Well, it's kind of hard to tell given your usual pallor. See, the thing with me, honey, is I'm good with or without Ted, Shanice says, because I have something money can't buy. You shouldn't have said that, girl, because now she's going to go back and say that Ted, you don't want Ted. She knows one thing about Leslie, she knows how to like trap you and you just fall right into it face forward every time. She says, I have pride, Shanice says. Go on, girl, and snuggle up with your bad self, niecey. Maybe that all that hot sense of pride would keep you toasty on those cold and lonely nights. Me? Oh, baby, I got my cash in the bank and a man right by my side. And that makes me happy on any damn day of the week. Enough about Leslie. What is new with you? That scene was intense, and I hate that Shanice even stooped to her level. I see that Leslie likes to fuck with her at work because she knows that she can only do but so much. When her ass was at the Bird Cafe, she jumped. She jumped. She jumped. So Shanice, I'm glad that you stood up, but I think that wasn't that face to face wasn't good enough. I needed more, but it was good though. But she came there because Ted, like I said, Ted and Eva, I swear, you pretty much told her that you was pissed about what she found, and that was exactly what Leslie wanted. Anyway, Jen asks her baby about, girl, how you doing? She said, well, I saw Grayson last night. I really like him, Mom, and I think you will too. Oh, meeting the parent already. She's like, well, not yet, but soon. She says, well, why do you think I would like him? Jan says, I don't know, just a hunch. He was raised by a single mom too, and they're still really close. And man, Having a relationship with his family, especially his mom, is very telling. She was like, "Yeah, well, more than you know. Unfortunately, his mom had some health issues that were serious. And he's been dealing with that while he's trying to support her financially. And that's why he's part of that ring. I can promise you that. That's why he's part of that whole plasma ring because he needs the money to help support his mom. And no lab tech damn position is going to do that. Mm-mm. He needs it to help make sure his mom is cool. Ashley continues and says he's a good guy, and so Jen says he sounds like a keeper, baby girl. She's another one that likes the baby talk. Damn, Ashley. Damn. We're back at the country club. So Chelsea looks really pretty in her pink sweater dress, and so she has a little pink heart shaped purse, glitter. You know, it's bling. I love bling. So she stops by the table and waves at Bill. Bill's smiling and chewing and stuff. So as soon as she hits the corner, he starts looking at her like this motherfucker. He's cut that damn smile off like this. Fuck this. You ain't getting married and you ain't going to no damn Copenhagen. Shit. Caroline looked up and she said, I know that look. Don't. He says, don't worry. That's what he said. He says he ain't gonna be the one that's gonna be doing the convincing. So he reaches in his jacket pocket and calls her mammy. So they're at the house, we at the little palace, and so Danny is still talking with the lady in the background, and so Pammy comes over towards Andre. He says, I think that went well, you know. So ain't that something how he whispered, and I whispered earlier, I swear y'all, I don't be knowing this shit. It be in my sha na na. My sha ra ra. So Danny's phone is laying beside Andre on the chair, and so Bill's face appears like he's calling her. So they're not gonna answer it, of course. And Andre pushed miss fucking call. Let's ignore his ass. Cause every time that girl, I used to have that issue with my ex husband whenever I would be doing like a show, especially when it was new, and we were newly divorced, and I mean, it is what it is now. We're better, but it seemed like every time I would go on the stage, especially when I would do those big parts and stuff, I don't like having my phone near me when I'm about to go on stage. But I like to have it if an emergency happens. I've had that happen one time, not while I was on stage, but I was doing a virtual play and my daughter got into a car accident, blah blah blah. Anyway, he would always seem to call me right before I go on stage on opening night and want to talk, have this long talk about what's going on with the kids. When I'm like, I can't talk right now. He okay, but he would still go on. I would have to hang up on his ass. Like shit, fuck you. Good guy though, good guy. But you know, you have your issues, and we were able to get past that. But it was tough. It was tough in the beginning. So Pam looks at him and says, "Well played." And Andre, he was like, "Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That motherfucking you ruining this time. This girl gonna model. She gonna be a supermodel." So we see Ashley and we see Lynette leaving uh uptown, and so Lynette tells her, girl, I still think a blast from the past will get you the fucking results you need. A staged fucking mugging, tried and true. Bill has too many resources, like his son-in-law, the detective. She would sometimes be too extra, honey. Jacob would comb through every camera in the fucking DMV to find my attacker girl. So they went to another area, and Lynette tapped her on the shoulder, and Haley turns around, and Lynette punches the shit out of her. You crazy bitch! So Annette was like, "No cameras, no problem," because she was looking around to see where the cameras wouldn't pick up anything. So she found a spot and punched the fuck out of her. She said that shit is definitely gonna leave a mark. She starts shaking her hand while Haley is touching her face. And that is the end of episode number 27 of Beyond the Gate season 2. Had a good time. This is a long video, and I will actually get it up on the same day. Damn it, that it was recorded. Thank goodness. Now the rest of the week is debatable. We're gonna try to see. But I had the day off, so I was able to watch it. But you know, at the end, I got it done. All right. Thank y'all again for the new subscribers coming by, having a good time. We be sitting on the front porch having a good time, just enjoying the show, giving our thoughts and everything. So thank you for coming by. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and also hype me up if you can. All right. See y'all in the next video. Bye.